Across our planet, in vast and wild places, a constant drama of survival unfolds every single day. These are not just stories of life and death, but intricate tales of adaptation, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of existence. From the humid, waterlogged expanses of the Florida Everglades to the windswept rocky coasts of southern Africa, life is, well, a delicate balance of opportunity and risk. Every sunrise brings new challenges and new chances for the creatures that call these places home. These are worlds where the residents must constantly adapt, hunt, and hide. In the dense underbrush, predators lie in wait, their eyes scanning for the slightest movement. Prey animals, in turn, have developed remarkable strategies to evade capture, blending seamlessly into their surroundings. They must find food, raise their young, and avoid becoming prey themselves. The search for sustenance is a daily quest, fraught with peril and uncertainty. Mothers nurture their offspring, teaching them the skills they need to survive in a world where danger lurks at every corner. It is a timeless story written in the very fabric of the natural world. The rings of ancient trees, the flow of rivers, and the contours of the land all bear witness to the countless generations that have come before. Here we will journey into these untamed landscapes to witness the remarkable lives of three very different yet equally resilient creatures. Each one has carved out a niche in its environment, mastering the art of survival in its own unique way. Their stories reveal the incredible strategies that have allowed them to thrive for generations. From the stealthy ambushes of predators to the ingenious defenses of prey, these behaviors are the result of millions of years of evolution. We begin our journey in the Everglades, a place often called the River of Grass. This vast, slow-moving river is a mosaic of sawgrass marshes, mangrove forests, and cypress swamps teeming with life. It is a slow-moving river, a vast wetland that stretches for miles. The Everglades is a unique ecosystem where water is the lifeblood that sustains an incredible diversity of species. This unique environment is home to an incredible diversity of life, from the smallest insects to the largest predators. Each species plays a vital role in the intricate web of life that defines this remarkable place. It is a place of both immense beauty and hidden danger. Beneath the tranquil surface of the water, predators lie in wait, ready to strike at a moment's notice. Below the calm surface of the water, a silent hunter waits. The alligator, with its powerful jaws and stealthy approach, is a master of ambush, capable of taking down prey with a single swift motion. Further north, in the forests of North America, another creature reshapes the land itself, building entire ecosystems with its teeth and determination. The beaver, an industrious engineer, transforms its environment, creating wetlands that support a myriad of other species. And far away, on the rugged African coastline, thousands of animals gather in a noisy, bustling community facing the cold ocean and the predators that stalk the shore. The Cape Fur seal, a social and devoted parent, raises its young amidst the constant challenges of life by the sea. Each of these animals, the alligator, the beaver, and the fur seal, has perfected its own way of living. Their unique adaptations and behaviors are a testament to the power of evolution and the enduring spirit of the wild. They are masters of their environment, equipped with unique skills and behaviors that are essential for their survival. From the alligator's powerful bite to the beaver's engineering prowess, each trait has been honed over countless generations. The alligator is a patient and powerful hunter, an ancient reptile that has changed little in millions of years. Its ability to remain motionless for hours, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, is a key to its success. The beaver is an industrious engineer, a mammal whose work benefits countless other species. By building dams and lodges, beavers create wetlands that provide habitat for fish, birds, and other wildlife. The Cape Fur seal is a social and devoted parent, raising its young in a world of constant challenge. In the crowded colonies, mothers and pups must navigate a complex social structure while always being vigilant for predators. Their lives are a testament to the power of evolution and the enduring spirit of the wild. Each moment in their existence is a delicate dance of survival, where every decision can mean the difference between life and death. In this exploration, we will look closely at how these animals navigate their daily existence. We will follow their tracks through the wilderness, observing their behaviors and understanding the challenges they face. We will see how they find their meals and how they avoid becoming a meal for others. The hunt is a relentless pursuit where both predator and prey must use all their skills and instincts to survive. We will observe the intricate social structures that govern their communities and the tender moments of raising the next generation. Social bonds and family ties are crucial for many species, providing support and protection in a dangerous world. It is a world where even the most formidable creatures are not immune to threats. Predators must constantly be on the lookout for rivals, while prey animals live in a state of perpetual alertness. Danger can come from rivals of their own kind, from the changing seasons, or from the ever-present shadow of a predator. The struggle for survival is a never-ending battle, where only the fittest and most adaptable can thrive. Their stories are not just about strength, but about intelligence, instinct, and the unending quest for life. In the face of adversity, these animals demonstrate remarkable resilience and ingenuity, embodying the spirit of the wild in its purest form. In the warm, shallow waters of the Florida Everglades, a vast and mysterious wilderness stretches as far as the eye can see. Here, among the sawgrass marshes and winding waterways, one reptile reigns supreme, a creature whose story is as old as the land itself. The American alligator is a true survivor, a living link to the age of dinosaurs. For over 150 million years, its ancestors have prowled the swamps and rivers of prehistoric Earth, adapting and enduring through dramatic changes in climate and landscape. With its powerful jaws capable of crushing bone, its thick armored hide that shields it from harm, and its stealthy, almost ghost-like movements through the water, the alligator is the undisputed apex predator of this wetland ecosystem. Every ripple it makes sends a silent warning to all who share its domain. But the alligator is more than just a fearsome hunter. It is also a crucial engineer of its environment, shaping the very landscape of the Everglades in ways that benefit countless other species. During the harsh dry season, when the sun bakes the land and water becomes scarce, alligators use their broad snouts and powerful tails to dig deep holes in the mud. These gator holes are not just shelters for themselves, they are lifelines for the entire ecosystem. As the water recedes, these gator holes remain filled, becoming vital oases that concentrate life. Fish, turtles, and even birds flock to these pockets of water, finding refuge from the relentless drought. In these moments, the alligator's presence is the difference between life and death for many creatures. In this way, the alligator acts as a keystone species, ensuring the survival of many other animals. Its actions ripple outward, shaping the delicate balance of the Everglades. The alligator's body is a masterpiece of evolution. Its muscular tail propels it through the water with surprising speed, while its webbed feet allow for agile movement both in water and on land. Its thick, scaly skin is not only armor, but also helps regulate its body temperature in the fluctuating climate of the wetlands. Its dark, rugged skin provides excellent camouflage, allowing it to blend seamlessly with the murky water and floating vegetation. This natural disguise is essential for both hunting and avoiding detection by potential threats. The alligator's eyes and nostrils are positioned on top of its head, a perfect adaptation for an ambush predator. This allows it to see and breathe, while the rest of its massive body remains hidden beneath the surface, invisible to prey and rivals alike. This is the classic posture of an ambush predator, motionless, patient, and deadly. The alligator can remain perfectly still for hours, waiting for the right moment to strike. Beneath the water's surface, the alligator's senses are finely tuned. It can detect the slightest vibrations, the faintest movement of a fish or bird above, and in an instant it explodes into action, jaws snapping shut with incredible force. Its presence shapes the behavior of every animal that comes to the water's edge. Birds, mammals, and even other reptiles approach with caution, always alert, always aware that danger could be lurking just beneath the surface. This constant vigilance is a testament to the alligator's power and influence, but for all its might, the journey of an alligator begins in the most vulnerable of states. Survival for an alligator starts at a very young age, long before it becomes the master of its domain. A mother alligator, driven by instinct and care, builds a large nest mound out of mud and decaying plants. She carefully selects a site above the high water mark, ensuring her eggs will be safe from flooding. The heat generated by the decomposing vegetation acts as a natural incubator, keeping the eggs warm and protected during the long weeks of development. The temperature inside the nest even determines the sex of the hatchlings, a remarkable adaptation to the environment. Throughout this time, the mother is a vigilant guardian. She remains close to the nest, ready to defend it from predators like raccoons, snakes, and large birds that would gladly steal her precious clutch. Her fierce protection is the first line of defense for the next generation. When the time comes, the hatchlings begin to make high-pitched yelping sounds from inside their eggs. Responding to their calls, the mother carefully excavates the nest, sometimes even using her powerful jaws to gently crack open an egg and help her baby emerge into the world. This remarkable display of maternal care is a critical first step in a long and dangerous life. The tiny hatchlings, no bigger than a pencil, are immediately vulnerable to a host of predators. Once hatched, the young alligators or hatchlings stay close to their mother for protection. She will carry them gently in her mouth to the water, where they cluster together in the safety of her presence. Despite their mother's watchful eye, the hatchlings are small and vulnerable, easy prey for wading birds, large fish, snakes, and even other adult alligators. Only a fraction will survive their first year. The mother will defend her brood aggressively, chasing away any potential threats with powerful lunges and fearsome displays. Her dedication gives her young the best possible chance at survival. The young gators quickly learn to hunt for themselves, stalking small prey like insects, snails, and tiny fish. Each successful catch is a lesson in the skills they will need to survive. For up to 2 years, the hatchlings remain under their mother's watchful eye, exploring their world and learning the ways of the Everglades. Her presence is a constant source of protection and guidance. Their journey from fragile hatchling to formidable predator is a powerful reminder that even the mightiest creatures begin life as vulnerable, defenseless beings. In the Everglades, every alligator's story is one of survival, adaptation, and the enduring power of nature's ancient guardians. The life of an adult alligator in the Everglades is a masterful blend of patience, power, and adaptation, shaped by the rhythms of the sun and the relentless pursuit of survival. Each day unfolds as a carefully orchestrated sequence of behaviors, all designed to maximize energy efficiency and hunting success in this challenging environment. As dawn breaks and the first rays of sunlight pierce the misty wetlands, the alligator emerges from the cool water. It hauls its massive armored body onto a muddy bank, seeking the warmth of the morning sun. This daily ritual is essential, for as a cold-blooded reptile, the alligator cannot generate its own body heat. The alligator's thick, scaly skin absorbs the sun's energy, gradually raising its body temperature. This process is not just about comfort. It is a matter of survival. Without sufficient warmth, the alligator's metabolism slows, making it sluggish and unable to hunt effectively. As the sun climbs higher, steam may rise from the alligator's back, a visible sign of the heat. being absorbed. This basking period can last for hours, and during this time the alligator remains alert, scanning its surroundings for both threats and opportunities. The alligator's ability to remain perfectly still is legendary. Lying motionless on the bank, it blends seamlessly with the landscape, often mistaken for a weathered log by unsuspecting prey and even by experienced observers. This stillness is not just a defensive tactic, it is a critical part of the alligator's hunting strategy. By minimizing movement, the alligator conserves precious energy and avoids drawing attention to itself. Patience is the alligator's greatest weapon. It can wait for hours, sometimes even longer, for the perfect moment to strike. This patience is a testament to its evolutionary success, allowing it to outlast and outwit its prey. When the time is right, the alligator moves with astonishing stealth. It slides silently from the bank into the water, barely disturbing the surface as it disappears beneath the reeds and lily pads. In the water, the alligator becomes a shadow, gliding slowly and deliberately. Its movements are so subtle that even the most sensitive prey may not notice its approach until it is too late. With only its eyes and nostrils above the surface, the alligator scans for any sign of movement, ever watchful, ever patient. It is searching for a fish that strays too close, a turtle paddling by, or perhaps a careless mammal or bird venturing near the water's edge. Wading birds, such as herons and egrets, are frequent targets, especially when they are distracted by their own hunt for minnows in the shallows. The alligator's greatest advantage is the element of surprise. Submerged just below the surface, it is nearly invisible, a silent predator waiting for the perfect opportunity. Using its powerful tail, the alligator can propel itself forward with remarkable speed, all while keeping the water above undisturbed. This allows it to close the distance to its prey in near silence. The alligator's ability to hold its breath for extended periods, sometimes up to an hour, makes it a formidable ambush predator. It waits motionless just beneath the surface until its prey is within striking range. When the moment arrives, the alligator explodes into action. Its strike is a blur of motion, a sudden burst of speed and power that leaves little chance for escape. The jaws snap shut with a force that can crush bone, and the alligator's entire body surges forward, propelled by its muscular tail and powerful limbs. These jaws are not designed for chewing, but for grasping, crushing, and holding on to struggling prey. The alligator's teeth are conical and perfectly suited for gripping slippery fish, armored turtles, or flailing birds. Once it has secured its prey, the alligator often performs a dramatic maneuver known as the death roll. By spinning its entire body in the water, it disorients and subdues its victim, tearing off manageable pieces of flesh to swallow whole. This technique is a hallmark of the alligator's hunting prowess, a display of raw power and evolutionary refinement. For smaller prey, a single lightning-fast snap of the jaws is all that is needed. The alligator's reflexes are finely tuned, allowing it to catch even the quickest fish or amphibian. The alligator is an opportunistic feeder, consuming a wide variety of animals, fish, birds, turtles, snakes, and even the occasional mammal. Its diet shifts with the seasons and the availability of prey, making it one of the most adaptable predators in the Everglades. After a successful hunt and a hearty meal, the alligator seeks out a quiet, shaded spot to rest. Digestion is a slow process, and the alligator may remain motionless for hours, conserving energy and avoiding unnecessary risks. The daily life of this apex predator is a study in contrasts, long stretches of inactivity broken by sudden explosive bursts of action. This strategy allows the alligator to thrive in an environment where food can be scarce and competition fierce. But hunting is not the alligator's only concern. It must also remain vigilant for rivals, especially during the breeding season when competition for territory and mates intensifies. Large male alligators are fiercely territorial. They compete for the best basking spots, the richest hunting grounds, and the attention of females. These confrontations can be intense, with displays of strength and aggression. To assert dominance, alligators produce deep, guttural bellows that resonate across the wetlands. These vocalizations serve as both a warning and a challenge, signaling to other males to keep their distance or risk a violent encounter. Every day in the life of an alligator is a cycle, warming in the sun, waiting in stillness, hunting with precision, and defending territory. This ancient rhythm has defined the alligator's existence for millions of years, making it one of the most successful and enduring predators in the Everglades. Far from the tropical wetlands of the Everglades, in the sprawling forests and winding rivers of North America, another remarkable animal shapes its world with unparalleled ingenuity and persistence. The beaver, often hailed as nature's greatest architect, earns this title through its extraordinary ability to transform its environment. Using its incredibly strong, ever-growing incisor teeth, this large rodent can fell entire trees with remarkable efficiency, a feat that seems almost superhuman. The beaver then meticulously uses the felled logs, branches and mud to construct sturdy dams across streams and rivers, altering the landscape in profound ways. This construction is not merely a pastime, it is a critical survival strategy that ensures the beaver's safety and well-being. By blocking the flow of water, the dam creates a deep, calm pond, which serves multiple essential functions for the beaver. This pond provides the beaver with a safe underwater entrance to its home, known as a lodge, and a waterway to transport food and building materials with ease. The beaver's body is perfectly adapted for this semi-aquatic life, showcasing a range of specialized features. It has a stout, powerful body, large webbed hind feet that act like flippers for swimming, and a broad, flat tail that serves multiple purposes. The tail acts as a rudder for steering in the water, a prop for balance when the beaver is sitting on land to chew on a tree, and a tool for packing mud onto its dam, showcasing its versatility. Perhaps its most famous use is as an alarm system, a crucial aspect of the beaver's survival strategy. When a beaver senses danger, it will slap its tail hard against the water's surface, creating a loud crack that warns every other beaver in the area of a potential threat, ensuring the safety of the community. The primary reason for all this construction is safety, creating a secure environment for the beaver family. The deep water of the beaver pond creates a moat around its home, known as a lodge, providing an additional layer of protection. The lodge itself is a marvel of engineering, a dome-shaped structure built from sticks and mud designed to withstand the elements and predators. The entrances to the lodge are always underwater, making it nearly impossible for land-based predators like wolves or bears to get inside, ensuring the beaver's safety. The thick mud-caked walls provide excellent insulation, keeping the beaver family warm during the harsh winter months, a testament to their architectural prowess. The pond also serves as a refrigerator, as beavers will store branches underwater for a winter food supply, with the cold water keeping the bark fresh and edible throughout the season. Beavers are herbivores, and their diet consists mainly of tree bark, twigs, and the soft tissue found under the bark, called cambium, which provides essential nutrients. They are particularly fond of aspen, birch, and willow trees, which are abundant in their habitats and provide the necessary materials for both food and construction. Their large orange teeth are colored by an iron-rich enamel that makes them incredibly strong and resistant to wear, a crucial adaptation for their gnawing lifestyle. They must constantly chew on wood, not only for food and building materials, but also to keep their incisors from growing too long, as their teeth grow continuously throughout their lives. This constant gnawing is the sound of the forest being reshaped one tree at a time by this industrious and transformative animal, leaving an indelible mark on the landscape. Deep within the intricate maze of the Everglades, the Beaver Lodge stands as a marvel of natural engineering and a sanctuary for one of the most tightly bonded families in the animal kingdom. Inside these cozy confines, a beaver family not only survives but thrives. working together in perfect harmony to ensure their collective well-being. Beavers are remarkable among mammals for their monogamous nature. A male and female form a lifelong partnership, sharing every aspect of their existence, from raising young to constructing and maintaining their home. This enduring bond is the foundation of the beaver colony's strength. The typical beaver colony is a multi-generational affair. It consists of the adult pair, their newborn kits, and often the previous year's offspring, known as yearlings. This extended family structure creates a dynamic and supportive environment where each member has a role to play. Yearlings, the older siblings, are invaluable to the family. They act as helpers, learning from their parents while also assisting with daily tasks. Their presence eases the workload on the adults and provides extra care for the vulnerable kits. These young beavers gather food, transport branches, and help repair the dam and lodge. They also keep a watchful eye on the kits, ensuring their safety while the adults are busy with construction or foraging. Cooperation is at the heart of beaver society. Every member, regardless of age, contributes to the monumental task of building and maintaining their watery fortress. This teamwork is not just practical, it's essential for survival in the wild. The lodge itself is a testament to their ingenuity and relentless work ethic. Constructed from branches, mud and stones, it rises above the waterline, blending seamlessly into the landscape while providing unmatched protection. Inside, the living chamber is carefully positioned above the water, ensuring a dry, warm and secure space for the family. This elevated design keeps the beavers safe from flooding and predators alike. The floor is lined with soft wood shavings, providing insulation and comfort. At the top of the dome, a small air hole allows for ventilation, ensuring fresh air circulates even when the lodge is sealed tight against the elements. Life inside the lodge is highly organized and communal. Each beaver has a place and a purpose, and their daily routines are synchronized for maximum efficiency and safety. Grooming is a vital part of beaver life. They spend hours each day cleaning themselves and each other, spreading waterproof oils through their fur. This not only keeps them warm and dry, but also reinforces the social bonds that hold the family together. Beaver kits are born fully furred, with their eyes open and ready to explore. Within hours they can swim, but for the first month they remain safely inside the lodge, protected by their family as they grow and learn. The work of building and maintaining the dam and lodge never truly ends. Throughout the year, the entire family participates in gathering materials, reinforcing walls, and ensuring their home remains secure against the ever-changing environment. Much of this activity takes place under the cover of darkness. Beavers are primarily nocturnal, venturing out at night to avoid predators and the heat of the day, their silhouettes gliding silently through moonlit waters. With powerful jaws and ever-growing teeth, beavers fell trees by gnawing around their bases. This process can take hours, but their persistence is unmatched, and soon the tree crashes down, ready to be transformed into building material. Working together, the beavers strip the branches and drag them through the water, sometimes for considerable distances, back to their construction site. Each stick is carefully chosen and placed, contributing to the strength and stability of the dam and lodge. To make their structures watertight, beavers use mud, stones, and vegetation to fill every gap. Their instinctive engineering skills allow them to create barriers that hold back water, forming ponds that protect their homes and provide easy access to food. The sound of trickling water is a constant alert for the beavers. Whenever they hear it, they immediately set to work, searching for leaks and plugging them with mud and sticks. This vigilance ensures the safety and stability of their home. Spring is a time of renewal for the colony. The arrival of new kits is a momentous event, celebrated by the entire family. The young are nurtured and protected, their every need attended to by both parents and older siblings. After a gestation period of about 3 months, the female gives birth to a litter of 2 to 4 kits. She is attentive and nurturing, ensuring her newborns are warm, fed, and safe within the lodge. As the kits grow, their parents patiently teach them the skills they'll need to survive, how to swim, what plants to eat, and most importantly, the complex art of construction. These lessons are passed down through demonstration and gentle guidance. Yearlings take on the role of babysitters, watching over the kits while the adults focus on the demanding tasks of foraging and building. This division of labor ensures that the youngest members are always protected and cared for. Through this intricate system of cooperation and learning, the knowledge of dam building and survival is passed from one generation to the next. Each family member, young and old, plays a part in securing the future of the colony, ensuring that the legacy of the beaver endures in the wild heart of the Everglades. The deep, tranquil pond created by a beaver's dam is far more than just a home for the beavers themselves. It is a masterpiece of natural engineering, a transformation of the landscape that radiates benefits far beyond its muddy banks. When a beaver builds its dam, it slows the flow of water, flooding the surrounding area and creating a lush, vibrant wetland. This new habitat becomes a magnet for life, drawing in a remarkable diversity of animals, birds, amphibians, insects and mammals, all seeking the resources and shelter the pond provides. Among the most charismatic and intriguing visitors to this watery world is the river otter. Sleek, agile and endlessly curious, the otter is perfectly adapted to take advantage of the beaver's handiwork. With their streamlined bodies, webbed feet and thick water-repellent fur, otters glide effortlessly through the pond. Their playful antics, chasing each other, sliding down muddy banks and somersaulting beneath the surface, bring a sense of energy and joy to the quiet wetland. For the otter, the beaver pond is a treasure trove. The calm, deep waters offer a safe haven from predators and a perfect playground for exploration. Beneath the surface, the pond teems with life. Fish dart among submerged branches, frogs hide in the reeds, and crayfish scuttle along the muddy bottom. The otter, a skilled and opportunistic hunter, takes full advantage of this abundance, feasting on whatever it can catch. In many ways, the beaver's hard work has created a free restaurant for the otter. Every meal the otter enjoys is a direct result of the beaver's tireless construction and maintenance of the pond. The relationship between otters and beavers is a fascinating example of how two very different animals can share the same space. While they may cross paths frequently, their needs and habits are distinct. Beavers are strict vegetarians, feeding on the bark, leaves and twigs of trees and shrubs. Otters, on the other hand, are carnivores, relying on a diet of fish, amphibians and crustaceans. This difference means they are not in direct competition for food, allowing them to coexist peacefully. This peaceful coexistence is possible because each species occupies its own niche within the ecosystem. The beaver's activities create opportunities for the otter, and the otter in turn poses no threat to the beaver's food supply. Sometimes otters will take advantage of abandoned beaver lodges, moving in to use the sturdy, well-insulated structures as their own dens. These lodges provide excellent protection from the elements and from predators, making them highly desirable real estate for an otter family. On occasion, an otter may even try to bask on top of an active beaver lodge, soaking up the warmth of the sun. The elevated roof offers a perfect vantage point and a dry place to rest. However, this can sometimes lead to a gentle confrontation. The resident beaver, protective of its home, may issue a warning grunt or give the otter a nudge, encouraging the visitor to move along. These interactions are rarely aggressive, more a matter of setting boundaries than true conflict. The ability of these two species to share the same habitat, respecting each other's space and needs, is a testament to the adaptability and complexity of wetland life. The otter benefits directly from the beaver's engineering, gaining access to a reliable source of food and shelter. The pond becomes a lifeline, especially during harsh winters when other water sources may freeze solid. For the beaver, the presence of otters is of little consequence. As long as the otters respect the boundaries of the lodge and do not disturb the beaver family, both species can thrive side by side. There is a mutual respect for territory, an unspoken agreement that allows both animals to make the most of the resources available. Otters are intelligent and observant, understanding that the beaver lodge is off limits when the beaver family is present. They keep their distance, avoiding unnecessary conflict and ensuring peaceful coexistence. This dynamic relationship is just one example of the intricate web of connections that exists within a healthy wetland. The beaver's actions set off a chain reaction, creating opportunities for countless other species. In this ecosystem, the beaver is the architect, shaping the environment with its dam-building skills. The otter is the grateful tenant, taking full advantage of the beaver's work. The presence of otters is a sign of a thriving, healthy wetland. Their playful movements and successful hunts are evidence of the richness and productivity of the habitat created by beavers. The deep water of the beaver pond supports a robust fish population, which in turn sustains the otters. Underwater, the pond is alive with activity, schools of fish, darting amphibians, and the ever-watchful otter on the hunt. The flooded banks and fallen logs, byproducts of the beaver's construction, create a maze of hiding places and hunting grounds. Here, predator and prey are locked in a delicate balance, each relying on the complexity of the habitat for survival. The beaver pond becomes a true biodiversity hotspot. Ducks paddle across the water, herons stalk the shallows, turtles bask on sunlit logs, and otters weave through it all. Each species finds its own niche, its own way to thrive in the rich mosaic of life, and it all begins with a single beaver family, working tirelessly to build and maintain their dam. Their efforts set in motion a cascade of ecological benefits that ripple outward, touching the lives of countless creatures. The beaver's legacy is written in the water, in the lushness of the wetland, and in the thriving community of animals that depend on it. Their tireless work proves that the actions of one species can have a profound and positive impact on an entire ecosystem, shaping the world for generations to come. On the far side of the world, where the land meets the relentless Atlantic, the rugged and windswept coastlines of Namibia and South Africa tell a story of survival shaped by the elements. Here the ocean crashes against jagged rocks, and the wind howls across the barren shore, creating a harsh but vibrant environment. Along these rocky shores, vast colonies of Cape fur seals gather in astonishing numbers. The beaches are blanketed with their bodies, sometimes numbering in the tens of thousands, each animal jostling for space on the narrow strip between land and sea. The lives of these seals are intimately connected to the cold, nutrient-rich waters of the Benguela Current. This powerful ocean current surges up from the Antarctic, bringing with it a bounty of life, swarms of sardines, anchovies and squid that form the foundation of the seal's diet. Every day the seals plunge into these frigid waters, their bodies perfectly adapted to the hunt. The colonies themselves are a spectacle of noise and movement. Thousands of seals bark, bellow, and squabble, their calls echoing above the roar of the surf. The air is thick with the scent of salt and fur, and the constant shuffling of bodies creates a living, breathing tapestry across the rocks. The cacophony never ceases. Seals move in and out of the water in a continuous flow, their deep barks and high-pitched cries forming a chorus that can be heard for miles. Each animal must constantly assert its place in the colony, whether by vocalizing, posturing, or simply pushing its way through the crowd. Life here is intensely social, but it is also fraught with competition and danger. Seals must fight for space, for mates, and for survival itself. The crowded beaches are arenas of constant struggle where only the most determined individuals thrive. Cape fur seals are built for this demanding existence. Their bodies are muscular and robust, designed to withstand the pounding surf and the challenges of both land and sea. On the rocks they climb and scramble with surprising agility, while in the water they become sleek and graceful hunters. Their thick, luxurious fur is more than just a coat, it's a lifeline. Each strand traps a layer of air, creating an insulating barrier that keeps the cold at bay. After every swim, seals shake themselves vigorously, sending droplets flying as they prepare for another plunge into the icy sea. In the water, Cape Fur seals are transformed. Their streamlined bodies and powerful flippers allow them to dart and twist with astonishing speed, chasing down schools of fish with acrobatic precision. They can dive deep and stay submerged for several minutes, using their keen senses to track prey in the dim, swirling currents. On land, however, they are less graceful. Their bodies, so perfectly suited for swimming, make them awkward and slow on the rocks. Yet their strong front flippers help them haul themselves up steep slopes and navigate the treacherous terrain, a testament to their adaptability. Among the colony, a striking difference is seen between the sexes. The males, known as bulls, are massive, sometimes weighing up to 300 kilograms, twice the size of the females. Their size is both a weapon and a shield in the battles to come. This dramatic size difference is the result of fierce competition for mates. Bulls must constantly assert their dominance, posturing and challenging rivals in displays of strength and aggression. The breeding season transforms the colony into a battleground. Males clash in violent confrontations, each determined to secure the best territory and the largest harem of females. The air is filled with the sounds of roaring and the sight of powerful bodies colliding. The largest and strongest bulls arrive first, staking out prime spots on the beach. They defend these territories with relentless energy, fending off challengers and guarding their space with unwavering vigilance. Fights are brutal and often bloody. Bulls use their powerful necks and sharp teeth to bite and wrestle, each battle a test of strength and endurance. Only the most formidable males succeed in holding their ground. A victorious bull is rewarded with a harem of females, each one a potential mate. He must remain constantly alert, as rivals are always waiting for a chance to take his place. For weeks, the dominant bull will neither eat nor drink, devoting all his energy to mating and defending his territory. The toll is immense. By the end of the season, many bulls are exhausted and battered, their bodies marked by the scars of battle. The contest is relentless and unforgiving. Only the strongest, most determined males will pass on their genes, ensuring that the next generation is just as robust and resilient. For the females, life is equally demanding, though in different ways. After a gestation period of nearly a year, each female gives birth to a single pup, often in the midst of the chaotic colony. The birth itself is a perilous event. The crowded beach offers little privacy or protection, and newborn pups are immediately vulnerable to both the elements and the crush of the colony. The bond between mother and pup is immediate and profound. Through touch, scent, and sound, they form a connection that is vital for the pup's survival in the chaos of the colony. With thousands of nearly identical pups scattered across the beach, a mother must rely on her senses to find her own. Each pup has a unique voice and scent which the mother memorizes in the first hours after birth. When she returns from the sea, the mother listens for her pup's distinctive cry and sniffs the air for its scent, navigating the throng with remarkable accuracy. Every few days the mother must leave her vulnerable pup behind, venturing out to sea on long, arduous foraging trips. During her absence, the pup waits alone, exposed to the dangers of the colony and the harsh environment. The pup's survival depends entirely on its mother's ability to find food and return safely. Each reunion is a triumph, a testament to the strength of their bond and the resilience required to survive on the edge of the ocean. The life of a mother Cape Fur seal is a relentless test of courage, endurance, and instinct. Each day she faces a daunting decision: to leave the safety of the crowded colony and her vulnerable pup behind, venturing out into the vast, unpredictable Atlantic Ocean in search of food. This journey is not just a routine, it is a perilous odyssey, fraught with danger at every turn. Before she departs, she must make the heart-wrenching choice to leave her tiny, defenseless pup amidst the chaos and noise of the colony. The colony is a cacophony of barking adults and restless young, a place teeming with life but also with hidden threats. To give her pup the best chance of survival, she leaves it in a creche, a gathering of many other pups. This group offers a measure of protection as there is safety in numbers. The pups huddle together for warmth and security, their small bodies pressed close in a sea of fur. Yet even in the heart of the colony, danger is never far away. The air is thick with tension as every seal, young and old, remains alert to the ever-present threats that lurk nearby. On the fringes of the colony, predators like the brown hyena and the black-backed jackal prowl with patient determination. These cunning hunters know that the colony is full of opportunity, and they wait for the perfect moment to strike. Their sharp eyes scan the mass of seals, searching for any pup that has wandered too far from the group or appears weak and alone. For these predators, a single mistake by a pup can mean the difference between life and death. The slightest lapse in vigilance, a moment of distraction, a step too far from the safety of the creche, can have fatal consequences. The colony is a place of constant tension, where survival depends on awareness and luck. Meanwhile, the mother embarks on her own dangerous journey. She slips into the frigid Atlantic, her body built for speed and endurance, but even her agility cannot guarantee her safety in these predator-filled waters. Beneath the waves, a different set of dangers awaits. The ocean is home to swift, predatory fish and other unseen threats, each one a potential hazard for a seal searching for food. Most formidable of all is the great white shark, a silent and efficient hunter that patrols these waters. For the shark, seals are a favored prey, and the mother must always be on guard, ready to react in an instant. The mother relies on her speed, agility, and sharp senses to evade these underwater predators. She twists and turns through the water, always alert, always searching for the shimmering schools of fish that will sustain her and her pup. Her foraging trips are grueling, often lasting several days and covering vast distances. She pushes herself to the limits of exhaustion, driven by the urgent need to return to her pup with enough food to survive. Every fish she catches is vital. She must eat enough not only to fuel her own body, but also to produce the rich, fatty milk that her growing pup desperately needs. The survival of her offspring depends on her success in these hunts. Back on the shore, the pup waits, its eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of its mother. The days are long and filled with uncertainty as the young seal grows hungrier and more anxious with each passing hour. As time drags on, the pup's hunger intensifies. It paces the sand, calling out in plaintive cries, its small voice lost among the noise of the colony. The pup's calls are both a plea and a beacon, a desperate hope that its mother will hear and return. Each sound is filled with longing and fear. When the mother finally returns, the moment is charged with emotion. The colony erupts in a flurry of movement and sound as mothers and pups search for one another, each reunion a testament to the strength of their bond. The mother weaves her way through the throng, calling out with a distinctive bark. Her pup, recognizing her voice, responds eagerly, pushing through the crowd to reach her. The reunion is a frantic, joyful scramble. The pup must navigate the maze of bodies, guided by the sound and scent of its mother, until at last they are together again. This moment of recognition is a triumph of instinct and memory. The mother confirms her pup's identity by scent, nuzzling it gently before allowing it to nurse. The pup latches on, drinking the nourishing milk that will restore its strength. For a brief time all is well, the dangers of the world held at bay by the warmth of their bond. This cycle of separation and reunion repeats again and again, forming the rhythm of a young seal's life. Each departure is a gamble, each return a small victory. Every time the mother leaves, the pup is left exposed, vulnerable to hunger, the elements, and the ever-watchful predators that haunt the colony's edge. But each time she returns, She brings life-giving nourishment and comfort, helping her pup grow stronger and more resilient with every visit. Yet the dangers never truly disappear. One evening, as the sun dips below the horizon and shadows stretch across the beach, a slender but powerful brown hyena slips silently into the colony. The hyena moves with calculated intent, its eyes fixed on a vulnerable pup separated from the group. It knows that darkness brings opportunity. In a swift, silent attack, the hyena lunges, snatching the helpless pup and vanishing into the twilight before the colony can react. The event is over in seconds, but its impact is profound. For the mother, the loss is devastating. She searches desperately, calling out for her missing pup, but the silence that follows is a cruel answer. Her grief is a stark reminder of the harsh realities of life here. On this wild, unforgiving coast, every day is a struggle for survival. The cycle of hope and loss, of danger and reunion, is the very essence of life for the Cape Fur seal, a poignant testament to the fragility and resilience of nature. In the vast, untamed wilderness of the Everglades, the story of survival unfolds in countless ways, each more intricate and compelling than the last. The lives of the American alligator, the industrious beaver, and the resilient Cape Fur seal, though separated by continents and climates, are woven together by the universal threads of adaptation, ingenuity, and the relentless will to survive against all odds. The American alligator, a silent and patient hunter, glides through the murky waters with barely a ripple, its ancient eyes ever watchful. As an apex predator, it commands respect and fear, but its role in the ecosystem is far more profound. The alligator is a keystone species, shaping the very landscape it inhabits. During the harshest droughts, it carves out waterholes, lifelines for countless creatures, from wading birds to fish and turtles, all of whom depend on these precious oases for survival. Its ancient presence is a stabilizing force in the ever-changing landscape of the Everglades, a living relic from a time when dinosaurs roamed the earth. The alligator's strength lies not only in its powerful jaws, but in its patience and resilience, qualities that have allowed it to endure for millions of years, weathering storms, floods, and the ever-present threat of human encroachment. In stark contrast, the beaver demonstrates a different kind of mastery over its environment. With tireless dedication, it fells trees and constructs elaborate dams, transforming flowing streams into tranquil ponds. These ponds become safe havens for the beaver's family, offering protection from predators and harsh weather. But the beaver's influence extends far beyond its own kin. Its engineering creates wetlands that teem with life. Frogs, insects, fish, and playful otters all find sanctuary in the beaver's carefully crafted world. The beaver's work slows erosion, filters water, and nurtures a vibrant ecosystem that supports a dazzling array of species. The beaver's story is one of family and cooperation, where each member plays a vital role in the survival of the group. Their lodges, built from mud and sticks, are marvels of natural engineering, warm, dry, and nearly impenetrable to predators. Through teamwork and ingenuity, the beaver family thrives, leaving a lasting mark on the landscape that benefits generations to come. The beaver teaches us that survival is not always about brute strength. Sometimes it is the result of relentless hard work, clever problem-solving, and the ability to reshape the world to suit one's needs. Far from the wetlands and swamps, on the storm-battered shores of southern Africa, the Cape Fur seal faces a different set of challenges. Here life is a constant battle against the elements and ever-present predators. The colony is a place of fierce competition where powerful males clash for dominance and the right to mate. Yet amid the chaos there are moments of tenderness. A mother's unwavering devotion to her vulnerable pup, shielding it from danger and teaching it the skills it will need to survive. Each new generation of seals faces daunting odds. The mother's courage is tested daily as she fends off aggressive males and keeps a watchful eye for lurking predators, both on land and in the churning sea. The pup's resilience is forged in these early days, learning to navigate the rocky shore and the pounding surf. In a colony of thousands, Every seal's journey is unique, a personal struggle for survival amid the crowd. The risks are ever present, and only the strongest, most resourceful individuals will live to see another season, whether in the quiet waters of a beaver pond, the shadowy swamps of the Everglades, or the roaring surf of the African coast. The fundamental rules of nature remain unchanged. Every animal must find food, protect its young, and remain ever vigilant, for danger can strike at any moment. The struggle for survival is relentless, demanding constant adaptation and awareness. Over countless generations, these remarkable creatures have honed their skills, perfecting the art of survival in their unique environments. Each adaptation, each behavior, is a testament to the power of evolution and the unbreakable will to live. Their stories are not just tales of individual animals, but windows into the intricate and interconnected web of life that sustains our planet. Every action, every struggle ripples outward, shaping the world in ways both seen and unseen. This is the endless cycle of life and danger, a never-ending drama of struggle and triumph, played out day after day in the wild heart of our world. It is a reminder of the beauty, fragility, and resilience of life, and of the extraordinary creatures who share this planet with us. Gap 2S. As the sun sets over wild landscapes, a new chapter unfolds, one that speaks to the delicate balance that sustains all life. In the absence of human hands, nature orchestrates a symphony of checks and balances, a silent agreement between predator and prey, builder and beneficiary, survivor and the ever-changing world. Deep in the heart of the Everglades, water levels rise and fall with the seasons. The alligator's water holes, once teeming with life, now draw in herons and turtles as the rains return. Fish dart through the shallows, their numbers swelling in the safety of these refuges. The alligator watches, aware that abundance is fleeting. Soon drought will come again, and every creature must be ready. Miles away, the beaver's dam faces the test of a spring flood. Torrents of water crash against the mud and timber, but the dam holds strong. The beaver family repairs breaches with practiced skill, their efforts ensuring that the pond remains a sanctuary. Dragonflies skim the surface, and a family of ducks glides by, seeking protection amid the reeds. The beaver's work benefits many, yet the pond's stability depends on a fragile equilibrium. Too much water and the dam could give way. Too little and the pond will vanish. On the storm-lashed coast, the Cape Fur seal colony endures another night. The wind howls and waves batter the rocks, but the seals huddle together, sharing warmth and vigilance. Out at sea, sharks patrol the surf, while above gulls circle, ever watchful for an unguarded pup. Each animal plays its part in this intricate web, their fates intertwined in ways unseen. Across these diverse habitats, a single truth emerges. Survival is not merely a contest of strength or cunning. It is the result of countless interactions, of cooperation, competition, adaptation, and resilience. Every creature, from the smallest insect to the mightiest predator, shapes and is shaped by its environment. The wild is a place of constant change, where the loss of one species can ripple outward, altering the fate of many. The beaver's dam, the alligator's waterhole, the seal's colony, each is a cornerstone in a larger structure, holding together the fragile architecture of life. As night falls, the unseen worlds of survival continue their ancient dance. The balance is delicate and the future uncertain. Yet in every moment the wild endures, remarkable, resilient, and ever adapting. The story of nature is never-ending, written anew with each passing day, and every chapter is a testament to the enduring spirit of life itself. Beneath the surface of the wild, a network of connections weaves silently through every ecosystem. In the quiet hours before dawn, dew clings to the grasslands, a signal for the tiny earthworm below to begin its unseen labor. As it tunnels, the soil is aerated, nourishing roots that anchor ancient trees and wildflowers alike. Above, a chorus of insects stirs, their wings humming in the cool air. A spider waits patiently in its web spun between two tall reeds, each strand a lifeline in the darkness. Not far away an owl perches in shadow, its keen eyes scanning for the faintest rustle. When it swoops, it is swift and silent, a reminder that even the smallest life can tip the scales. The vole it hunts has spent its night gathering seeds, scattering them far and wide. With each meal, the owl shapes the future of the meadow, just as the vole shapes the future of the forest. In the river, unseen currents carry nutrients downstream, feeding algae that bloom in the morning light. Tiny fish dart in and out of the reeds, feeding on these blooms and in turn nourishing larger predators waiting in the depths. Even the fallen leaves and branches swept along by the flow become shelter for countless creatures, each one a vital link in the unbroken chain. From the forest floor to the highest canopy, from the river's edge to the open sea, every action echoes outward. The web of life is not only built on struggle, but on quiet cooperation. Pollinators sharing the bounty of flowers, fungi breaking down the old to make way for the new. These hidden threads bind each creature to its world, forging alliances that endure through storm and drought, abundance and scarcity. As the first rays of sunlight pierce the horizon, the wild breathes as one. In the endless interplay between life and environment, every connection matters. The story of survival is not merely about the individual, but about the ties that hold the world together, a tapestry of life resilient and ever-evolving, woven by countless unseen hands. As dawn gives way to day, the wild thrums with signals invisible to the eye. Deep beneath the forest floor, roots converse in silence, sending chemical messages through the soil, warning of danger or sharing the bounty of nutrients. Fungi, the silent mediators, form vast underground networks, linking trees and plants in a living web. When a sapling struggles, its neighbors respond, channeling sustenance through these hidden highways, ensuring the forest stands strong as one. Above ground, a butterfly lands on a blossom, its delicate feet tasting for nectar. As it flutters from flower to flower, it leaves behind a trail of pollen, each visit a coded message, guiding others to the richest blooms. The air itself carries news, a shift in wind, a change in humidity, the distant call of a predator. Ants respond, sending scouts to new food sources, while a flock of starlings wheels in perfect unison, each bird reading the subtle cues of its neighbors. In the shallows of a pond, frogs call out in chorus, their songs rippling across the water. To the untrained ear, it's a simple symphony. To each frog, it's a declaration of territory, of readiness, of survival. Fish beneath the surface sense these vibrations, adjusting their course to avoid danger or seek safety in numbers. Even the smallest signals matter. A single leaf trembling on its stem warns a caterpillar of an approaching storm. Mosses soak up the morning dew, releasing gentle scents that attract tiny insects, forging alliances that endure through every season. These signals, silent, subtle, and unending, are the lifeblood of the wild. They guide migrations, spark new growth, and alert every creature to the ever-changing world. In this intricate dance, survival depends not on strength alone, but on the ability to listen, to sense, and to respond. The wild is alive with messages, and every being plays its part in the endless conversation of life. In the wild, survival often depends on more than just strength or speed. It is the art of blending in the silent symphony of camouflage that tips the balance between life and death. Across the forest floor, a leaf seems to twitch, but look closer. It's a katydid, its body shaped and veined to mirror the foliage around it. This delicate mimicry shields it from hungry birds circling overhead, each one scanning for the faintest sign of movement. Beneath the rippling surface of a shallow creek, a stone shifts ever so slightly. But it's not a stone at all, it's a fish, its scales dappled in mottled browns and greens, perfectly mirroring the pebbles below. When shadows pass above, it freezes, trusting its disguise to keep it safe from predators lurking nearby. In the dappled light of the rainforest, a walking stick insect clings to a slender branch, its limbs elongated and knobby, indistinguishable from the twigs it calls home. Nearby, a tiny frog wears the colours of fallen leaves, its skin mottled in oranges and browns, vanishing with a single hop into the detritus. The ocean, too, is a stage for masters of disguise. An octopus drifts above a coral reef, shifting its skin's colour and texture in an instant. With a thought, it becomes rough and spiny to match a rock, then smooth and pale to blend with the sand. Each transformation is a silent message, unseen to the eye, but understood by those who know where to look. Camouflage is more than a cloak of invisibility. It is a living language, honed by countless generations, written in patterns, colours and shapes. It is the art of being seen yet unseen, of existing in plain sight while remaining hidden from all but the most attentive eyes. In this world of watchers and the watched, the symphony of camouflage plays on, its notes woven into every leaf, every ripple, every shadow. Here, survival is not just about hiding, it is about becoming a seamless part of nature's endless tapestry. But in nature, camouflage is only half the story. Some creatures take deception to the next level, not just blending in, but actively misleading those around them. These are the masters of deception, animals that use mimicry and trickery as their greatest tools for survival. In the depths of the forest, a harmless milk snake coils silently in the undergrowth. Its bright red, yellow and black bands are nearly identical to those of the venomous coral snake. Predators, wary of the dangerous look-alike, keep their distance, unable to tell the difference at a glance. Here imitation is a shield more powerful than fangs or claws. On a sunlit branch, a caterpillar transforms itself into something entirely unexpected. Its body swells and its head flattens, displaying bold eye spots that mimic the face of a small snake. Startled birds hesitate, unsure whether they face an easy meal or a deadly threat. The illusion is fleeting, but just long enough to ensure the caterpillar's safety. Beneath the waves, a humble flatfish lies half buried in sand. But it is not just hiding. Its skin pulses with shifting colours, creating patterns that mimic the gentle swirls of water and shadow. To a passing predator, the fish seems to vanish, replaced by nothing more than ripples and light. Even among the coral, trickery abounds. The mimic octopus glides across the sea floor, morphing not only its colour but even the way it moves. One moment it stretches its arms to resemble the poisonous lionfish. The next it undulates like a venomous sea snake. With each change it becomes a new creature, each more dangerous than the last. These masters of deception remind us that survival is not always a contest of strength or speed. Sometimes it is the cleverest, the ones who can trick the eye and fool the senses, who carve out a place in the wild. In the endless game of hide-and-seek, it is not just about blending in, but about rewriting the rules of what it means to be seen. But deception is not the only language spoken in the wild. Some creatures broadcast their warnings boldly, using colours, sounds and movements to send unmistakable messages. Approach at your own risk. In the rain-soaked jungles, a tiny frog perches on a leaf, its skin painted in brilliant shades of blue and yellow. This is the poison dart frog, and its dazzling palette is a billboard to would-be predators. Its skin is laced with toxins, and a single taste could be fatal. The message is clear. Danger lives here. In the arid grasslands, a rattlesnake coils beneath the sun, its tail twitching with a rapid, unmistakable rattle. The sound cuts through the silence, a sharp vibration that speaks of venom and fangs. For many animals, this is a language learned through generations. One misstep is all it takes to understand the cost of ignoring the warning. High in the forest canopy, a monarch butterfly flutters from flower to flower, its orange and black wings flashing in the light. Birds have learned that these colours mean trouble. The monarch's body is filled with bitter chemicals, a result of its caterpillar days spent feeding on toxic milkweed. Over time, the warning colours become a shared code, protecting not only the monarch but also the viceroy butterfly, which has evolved to mimic its dangerous cousin's appearance. Even in the ocean shallows, the language of warning persists. The lionfish fans out its venomous spines, each tipped with toxins. Its dramatic stripes and flowing fins are more than just beauty. They are a signal to keep a respectful distance. In every corner of the wild, these signals pulse through the air and water. Some are silent, others loud, but all speak a universal truth. In nature, communication is a matter of life and death. The bravest colors, the boldest sounds, they are not just displays, but vital warnings in the endless dance of survival. Not every warning in nature comes from true strength or deadly power. Sometimes survival depends on the art of bluff, a calculated display meant to intimidate, confuse, or deter, even when the threat is more illusion than reality. In the scrublands of Australia, the frilled lizard feels the vibrations of an approaching predator. Instantly, it unfurls a spectacular frill around its head, transforming from a small, unassuming reptile into a sudden spectacle of color and size. The frill, edged in fiery orange and yellow, makes the lizard appear much larger and more dangerous than it truly is. The message, "I am not easy prey." Often the ruse is enough to send predators searching for easier targets. Across the African savanna, a herd of zebras stands alert. When a lioness approaches, the zebras band together, their black and white stripes blending into a living wall. As they move in unison, their collective pattern creates a confusing optical illusion, making it difficult for the predator to single out an individual. Here, safety is found in numbers and in the bewildering dance of stripes. Beneath the surface of a quiet pond, a small fish known as the four-eye butterfly fish faces danger from larger hunters. Its secret lies in a pair of false eye spots near its tail, while its real eyes remain hidden. When threatened, the fish darts away backwards, leading the predator to strike at the wrong end. The deception buys precious seconds for a narrow escape. Even in the insect world, bluff and display can mean the difference between life and death. The eyed hawk-moth caterpillar, when disturbed, rears up and reveals striking eye-like markings on its body. To a bird or small mammal, it suddenly appears as the face of a much larger and more dangerous creature, a fleeting moment of confusion just long enough to survive. These remarkable bluffs and displays are not only acts of desperation, they are masterpieces of adaptation crafted by evolution's patient hand. In the wild, where every encounter is a test, sometimes the illusion of power is protection enough. The line between threat and bluff is razor-thin, and in that space the drama of survival unfolds, one display at a time. In the theatre of the wild, not every creature survives by standing out. For some, the ultimate strategy is to disappear, to move through their world like a whisper in the grass or a shadow beneath the waves. This is the art of stealth, where survival hinges on remaining unseen, unheard, and unnoticed. In the dense undergrowth of the rainforest, the jaguar glides silently, its rosette-patterned coat blending perfectly with the dappled sunlight and tangled foliage. Each step is measured, each breath controlled. The jaguar's prey rarely senses its approach until it is far too late. Here invisibility is the difference between feast and famine. Beneath the sand of the ocean floor, the peacock flounder lies motionless, its body shifting color and texture to match the rippled seabed. With both eyes perched atop its flattened head, it watches for passing shrimp and unsuspecting fish. When the moment is right, it strikes with lightning speed, then vanishes once more into the shifting sands. High in the branches, the leaf-tailed gecko clings to mottled bark. Its jagged outline and cryptic coloration make it nearly indistinguishable from the tree itself. Predators pass within inches, oblivious to the life clinging silently above them. Stealth is its armor, patience its shield. Even in the open savanna, stealth can be a matter of life and death. The serval cat, with its elongated legs and spotted coat, moves through the tall golden grasses with barely a ripple. Ears rotating like satellite dishes, it listens for the faintest rustle of a rodent. When it pounces, it is as if the grass itself has come alive. In these hidden moments, nature's drama plays out in silence and shadow. For those who master the art of stealth, the world becomes a place of secrets, where the unseen may thrive and the quietest footsteps carry the greatest power. As dusk settles, the wild transforms. Shadows stretch, and a new cast of silent hunters emerges under the cover of darkness. In the moonlit grasslands, the barn owl glides with ghostly precision. Its wings are lined with a fringe of tiny, velvety feathers, nature's own silencer, allowing it to swoop within inches of its prey without a single sound. Below, a field mouse freezes, sensing a shift in the air, but it is already too late. With pinpoint hearing and flawless stealth, the owl claims its meal and melts back into the night. Deep within the forest, another master of silence awakens. The Eurasian lynx, with tufted ears and padded paws, moves through the undergrowth with fluid grace. Each step is deliberate, its body low and muscles coiled. The lynx is a phantom, its presence betrayed only by the fleeting glint of its eyes in the moonlight. An unsuspecting hare nibbles at the forest's edge, unaware of the danger lurking mere feet away. In a silent flash, the balance of life tips once more. Beneath the surface of a midnight pond, the fishing spider waits motionless on a floating leaf. Sensitive hares detect the subtlest ripples, signals of an insect skimming the water's surface. With a swift, silent strike, the spider seizes its prize, never breaking the mirror stillness of the water. In these hours, when the world is cloaked in darkness, silence is both weapon and shield. The night's hunters are sculpted by evolution to move unseen and unheard, turning the veil of night into their greatest ally. In this realm of quiet pursuit, every breath, every step, every beat of a wing is a testament to the silent artistry of survival. As the world slumbers and predators stalk in silence, another kind of activity pulses through the night, a secret language woven by sound and vibration. Deep in the rainforest, the air shivers with the rhythmic calls of tree frogs. Their chorus is more than a melody. It is a coded message, guiding mates through the tangled darkness and staking out territories invisible to the eye. Each species crafts its own unique pattern, a sonic fingerprint that cuts through the overwhelming din of the jungle. Beneath the forest floor, a mole cricket tunnels in near silence, yet its presence is announced by low, resonant hums. These vibrations ripple through the soil, carrying vital information to potential mates hidden in the labyrinth of underground passageways. Even in the pitch-black, communication thrives where sight cannot reach. Out on the savannah, a pride of lions stirs. Though their movements are hushed, their deep, thunderous roars roll across the open plains. These echoes serve as both a warning and a reassurance, a way to unite the pride and declare their reign over the darkness. For miles, other lions listen and respond, weaving an invisible net of sound across the night. In the ocean's inky depths, dolphins and whales compose haunting songs that travel for miles. Their clicks, whistles, and moans bounce through the water, mapping the unseen world and connecting families in the vast expanse. Here, in the realm where light cannot penetrate, sound becomes the lifeline of survival. Across every landscape, the creatures of the night use more than stealth. They harness the power of communication to navigate, to warn, to find one another in the dark. In the stillness, the night is alive with echoes, each one a vital thread in the intricate tapestry of the wild. As the first light of dawn brushes the horizon, the world transforms once again. The hush of night gives way to a rising tide of sound, a symphony known as the dawn chorus. In forests, fields, and wetlands, birds of every shape and colour begin to stir. A single robin's clear, fluting song pierces the cool morning air, soon joined by the warble of wrens, the trill of sparrows, and the jubilant calls of blackbirds. Each note is a declaration, a claim to territory, an invitation to a mate, a signal that the long night has passed. In the treetops, a woodpecker drums a staccato beat against the hollow bark, marking its presence with a rhythm as ancient as the forest itself. Down by the river, a kingfisher's sharp whistle echoes over the water, while hidden among the reeds, a chorus of marsh birds adds their voices to the swelling soundscape. The air vibrates with life, each call weaving into a tapestry of hope and renewal. Even in the grasslands, the morning brings a shift. Crickets quiet their nighttime songs as the sun climbs higher, yielding the stage to larks that soar and sing above the waving grasses. The dawn chorus is not only a celebration of survival, it is a daily ritual of connection, an audible thread linking every creature to the rhythms of the earth. As light floods the land, the symphony gradually softens, each soloist returning to the business of the day. Yet for a brief golden moment, the world is united in song, a reminder that even after the deepest darkness, life rises to greet the new day.